Just because it's not happening here
doesn't mean it's not happening.
Well, I know they happen, and I know that some students went on a hunger strike.
I know that it was basically led by one student who was unhappy with, I guess, the ethnicity of many of the Mizzou employees, and so he went on a hunger strike. And then the entire football team decided to support that student, and then many other students showed up to support as well.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard the name, but I don't really know what he was doing or what he was protesting or what his message was, but I have heard his name.
Ali al-Namir was a Saudi Arabian protester who was beheaded and crucified for his actions in a protest. This story only got 2 articles on CNN, an international news website, whereas the University of Missouri protest got over 15.
I don't really know the magnitude of it, but I know that it's a big issue in our country.
Well, right now, quite a bit, because it's an election year, and immigration is one of the 3 big topics up on the debates. And of course, with Donald Trump famously talking about building a wall, it's kind of all over the place.
I know that they're fleeing from Middle Eastern countries.
I know that many have shown up on the shores of Greece, and Angela Merkel, who is the Chancellor of Germany, has spoken out in support of accepting Syrian refugees into Germany. Those kind of the big stories that I've been reading.
Although the media makes it seem like illegal immigration to America from Mexico is a huge problem, in reality, the net population of illegal immigrants in America for 2014 was 0. Whereas in 2014 and 15, the European Union accepted over 1 million refugees.
I know a lot about this because that's something that's discussed around people our age a lot, and it was also in the news, like big events.
Well, I know quite a bit about September 11th, and that was, I guess, when Al-Qaeda really went on the map as far as the general public goes. And then San Bernardino was, I think they're trying to say it was a couple who may or may not have been in a sleeper cell, or they could have acted on their own. Last time I read anything, they hadn't released either of those 2 things. And then the Paris attack was a, I guess, run-of-the-mill terrorist attack.
No, I actually haven't, and that is kind of sad because that's just as important, if not more important.
No, they don't get as much notoriety in the States, but I do know that of the terrorist attacks across the world, about 90 to 95% happen in some of those places you just mentioned, where only less than 10% are happening in the Western what's considered Western civilization, Europe, United States.
Although in the past 12 years there have been over 14 bombings and other acts of terrorism in Lebanon, there is almost no media coverage on these events. There are no memorials, there are no anniversary dates, and there are no statues.